The Jacksonville Jaguars select
And that is how it is done. What is going on? Facebook, YouTube, wherever you guys are watching. I know where I'm streaming to. I apologize that today's show is late. And I see it back there, Jacob. I'm going to start out with a topic or two. But we got a very special guest. I didn't put it in the title, but I also know that I kind of want to make it up to this guy, Jacob Watson, who's a Georgia fan. I want to make it up to him, get him on the show, because he's wanted to be a guest for a little while. If you ever want to be a guest as well, just email me at ballardsports19@gmail.com, or you can hit me up at Ballard Sports on Twitter. Hold on just 1 second. Let me take care of that. The lighting, which I still try to work on. Like I try to remind myself that, this light that I got right here, it helps out quite a bit. It looks a little bit better than this shining overhead light on the ceiling. But we got Jacob in here, at least in the comments. Anyone watching, feel free to type out in the chat. Before we get our guest on, I'll actually get him on and we'll talk some college football. Because we want to talk some week 4 picks and preview this Saturday, really Friday through Saturday in college football. But I saw an article put out, hold on 1 second. Let me fix this. I saw an article that was put out on ESPN. And it was basically on Bryce Young. This put out this morning by Alex Scarborough. Want to go ahead and talk Bryce Young's mentality as the Bama quarterback. What makes it so special? What makes it so great? This is a guy that was recruited out of Mater Dei High School in California. Probably one of the best schools, definitely in that state, but probably one of the better high schools in the country as far as just overall football talent, sports in general, but mostly football. So Bryce Young, who's a 5-star recruit, he is incredible. Is he the best quarterback in college football right now? A lot of people are making him out to be that. I'm an Alabama fan. I like what I've seen from him so far. I like what I've seen in general from this team so far. He has this mentality that I was reading up on, and I can kind of tell it too when I hear him in press conferences and everything. You know, he goes out, he just wants to do his job. He wants to do great. He's never really satisfied as a quarterback, you know, and that's what you want to see, not just in a quarterback, any player in general, right? You want to see this I'm never satisfied look, right? You just won a game by 3 touchdowns over the number 1 team in the country as the number 2 team, right? It's like, wow, that's amazing. That's not where we want to be. Bryce Young is incredible. I see Chess Hall back there too. I guess I could get him on as well, my good buddy. But again, before I get my guest on, you got Bryce Young here. Nothing seems to rattle Alabama quarterback Bryce Young, and it's all part of the plan. I'm going to put this here. I'll put it on all destinations. I'll put this link in the comments. Let's see. Hold on one second. All right. So, and this goes on to basically talk about this is by Alex Scarborough of ESPN, by the way, a senior writer, staff writer, I should say. I apologize. The 5th largest crowd in the history of Ben Hill Griffin Stadium was howling, with the 4th quarter about to begin and Florida storming back into the game against number 1 ranked Alabama. 90,887 fans sang along to the Tom Petty anthem, I Won't Back Down. Shout out and rest in peace to Tom Petty. Great artist, by the way. Of course, that's Gator tradition to sing that in the 4th quarter and all that. The usually disciplined Crimson Tide were showing a typical nerve against the 11th ranked Gators, clinging to a 5-point lead but committing far too many penalties. The offensive line had a bad case of the jitters. That is facts. I have not been impressed at all as a fan of college football, really just Alabama in general, of their offensive line. Another topic. I keep saying that. You guys know how I feel. Receiver dropped a wide open touchdown pass. In the middle of the chaos, a sophomore quarterback making his first career start on the road projected calm. Bryce Young took the field to begin the 4th quarter and delivered a strike to JoJo Earl, who's also a freshman, by the way. Really fast, speedy receiver. A lot of people comparing him to Jalen Waddle. An 18-yard gain for a first down that quieted the crowd. A few minutes later, on 3rd down, with the Florida pass rush surrounding him, Young escaped, juked the defender, and tossed a nifty shovel pass to tight end Cameron Latu to move the chains yet again. And it goes on. Crucial time came off the clock. An easy field goal extended the lead to 8. The swamp was finally quiet. Bama held off Florida 31-29, right? And it says Young smiled for maybe the first time all afternoon. This goes on, folks, to talk about Bryce Young and how calm he is. There was pressure last Saturday in the swamp. There was pressure. There was intensity in the moment. And Bryce Young stepped up, threw the football, did his job, and did what he had to do as a quarterback. With all the pressure on him, with all of it on him, he delivered. He stood up. His mentality is amazing. Now, let's remember something, too. Going into the season, it was DJ Uiagalelei for Clemson, who was supposed to be the Heisman Frontrunner. Now it's looking like, at least from what I've been seeing, it looks like it's Alabama's Bryce Young. It took a week of football for Bryce Young, who, by the way, threw only 1 touchdown pass last year, didn't get a whole lot of playing time. And when he did go out there, he didn't look all that great. And a lot of people said, this is the 5-star we got to deal with in a couple years. This is the guy, right? It's like, this is who Bama has hyped up. It's crazy, right? So, Bryce Young going into the season, a lot of hype. It's like they're going to be great, but they won't be what they were last year. And so far, yeah, that's pretty much true. They're not what Devontae Smith and Mac Jones and Waddle and all that was, but they're pretty darn good. And I see it getting better. But it's because of the mindset that Bryce Young has as a quarterback. His mentality, this, I'm still hungry, this, I'm okay, that I am hungry for more, for a challenge, right? Keep doubting all you want to. It's like it mentioned the pass rush was on him. He escaped. He juked defender, tossed a nifty shovel pass, Cameron Latu, blah, 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 right? And they got the win. Saban had comments to say he thought he was very composed. He had composure. He was calm. When the pressure was on him, he was calm and ready to attack. He took it as if it was the start of the game. He just wanted to go out there and make a big play and see what happens. The pressure was on him, and he did that. I'll keep this short because I do have a guest. I actually got 2 people back there, but I'm not making this a hangout stream. I hate getting you guys on the 360 show. Unless you're a guest, email me, ballardsports19@gmail.com. But to cut this short real quick, Bryce Young is going in the right direction. He's a great quarterback. He's not where he needs to be. He's not where he wants to be. He can do better. I think he will do better. But man, he's calm. The pressure's on him, and he handles it so well. He's calm. The pressure's on him, and he delivers. That's what Nick Saban wants to see from all his players. But I think if you're any football coach and you have the right mindset for coaching, you want that out of your quarterback for sure. No question. So anyway, there's that. I guess I'm going to add these 2 guys to the stream real quick. I want to also talk about the MLB and the race for October, look at the standings. I also want to pick some games for this week in college football, but I'm going to go ahead, add Jacob, and I'm going to add Chess. What's up?
What's going on, Ballard?
Not much. What's up, Chess?
Oh, the children used to beat me unmerciful and stuff pine cones up my ass. Oh, God, my mother, she used to beat me. Oh, please help me. Oh, shit, my ass is very...
Chess, that was you and Celine string. That's not Chess.
Okay.
That happened.
What do you got? What do you got?
Let me tell you something. That happened about 5 or 6 times in Celine string.
Was this today?
Yes.
I wasn't there for it. I missed it.
But anyways, I got to address what you said about Bryce Young. Heisman Frontrunner over Matt Corral right now.
Okay, I say front runner. I should say one of the front runners because obviously there's a lot of quarterbacks out there that are pretty much tied with the best odds. I would agree with Matt Corral, but go ahead.
All right. Well, first of all, I got to address what Squidtard said about. Listen, I don't think he's this dumb. I just think maybe he was a little bit high. He said Tennessee was. He argued me 45 plus minutes about how Tennessee has accomplished more than Georgia in the past 10 to 15 years.
Yeah. Okay.
He said.
Whatever.
I mean, look. He was talking about how he said. I have a screenshot of him saying at least Tennessee doesn't lose to the group of 5 teams in the Sugar Bowl like y'all did last year. Like, I actually think he was high. I don't think he's that dumb.
Yeah. No, I would agree. I think I know some people just say that stuff just to troll or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm not trolling. I'm being serious. I'm not convinced that he's that dumb. I'm not trolling on that.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's not what we were talking about. That was just a random topic. But what do you have for the show? Because this
Well, wait. I went in. I pretty much said my own thoughts on this article that I was showing. I mean, Bryce Young has showed composure and willingness to go out and play football when the game's on the line, like against Florida last week, when pressure's on. he gets out there and he goes and he plays football and handles the pressure the way you want a leader to do that. So I had that. I wanted to get into MLB as we get towards October in a couple weeks. And then I also wanted to pick some games for this week for college football.
Well, I don't know anything about the MLB, so I guess you're going to take this segment.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to look at the standings, where we're at with that, and then we can pick some games for week 4. But so when I look at this, my Tampa Bay Rays as a fan, it doesn't say it, which they honestly, they really haven't, but they have better than a chance to make the playoff. I mean, it's practically inevitable. You got the Red Sox there with a 92.5% chance. Are they a potential wild card team? Maybe. You look at this key here, though. This E means they are eliminated. So the Diamondbacks are out, have one of the worst win percentages there is. In fact, I think it is the worst. The Cubs are out. The Pirates are out. The Marlins are out. The Washington Nationals. I think ultimately, it could come down to, for the AL title, when it comes time for the championship series, I think it's going to be the White Sox, and I think it's going to be the Rays, but I really think the White Sox have a great team. They have a good bullpen. They got great depth. Ultimately, when you look at it, I mean, look, it is October, or it's fixing to be October, and we're in that 3-month stretch. I love the holidays that are coming up pretty soon. You got Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's time for fall and pumpkin spice, the changing of colors and everything. But as a baseball fan, it's time for the postseason. We're getting there. You got the standings. The Rays lead the East. The Blue Jays are pushing forward a bit. And honestly, if the Rays aren't careful, the Blue Jays could be a threat in a way. The Red Sox could be a threat. I mean, it's getting there, honestly. I mean, if the Rays, if they start losing games and the Red Sox and Blue Jays start winning, then they're gonna be in. The Rays will be in trouble. The Red Sox and Blue Jays could definitely get in. I don't think that's
my bad. I don't know what happened there.
You're fine. I don't think it's really even close. Forget about the Indians here. I mean, look, they're down 11 games in the win column. Greater than a 99.9% chance for the White Sox. It's not even close there. Looks like the Astros are in. The Mariners have a 1.3 playoff percentage. I mean, you know, it's done with. You have your field outside of maybe these Braves and the Phillies. I think that's definitely something to keep an eye on. When you
Braves
look
making the World Series?
The what?
Braves making the World Series?
I'm talking about the playoff odds right now because we're not quite there.
Oh, well. Yeah, I don't know anything.
And
so.
I'm trying to see. I'm pretty sure the Phillies play the Braves coming up, if I'm not mistaken. I think they get they get them towards the end of the month next week, 28th, 29th, and 30th. The Phillies have to go to Atlanta 3 straight games. You know, that's going to be a stretch for the Braves. I know you're a Dogs fan. I know quite a few Dog fans on here that also pull for the Braves. What are your thoughts on them?
The Braves?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know anything. All I'm going to say is that I'll watch them if they make the World Series.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, they're 5-5 in their last 10 games. It always shows like the last 10. It splits it up.
Good?
It's 5-5.
I don't have the counter space to put that in the kitchen.
Okay, he'll be fine.
Who are you talking
they're
to?
on a win streak of 3. That was my grandmother. I apologize.
Oh.
5-5 their last 10, win streak of 3. Runs scored. They have scored 726 runs this season. That's a lot. The most scored runs, though, it looks like are my. Well, no, it's not the Rays. The Astros have. But still. Anyway, we're just in that stretch as of. Hold on. when it comes to baseball, we're in October and we're in that
Ballard,
stretch.
kick him out. Kick him out. That's not Lou. I promise you that's not Lou. Kick him out.
Who is it? Is it if this is I know Chess Hall was actually trying to get in here earlier.
Ballard, that's not Lou. I promise you. Kick him out. He's gonna do something. He might try to report your stream or something. That's not Lou.
All right, there.
That happened at Celine's stream as well. Somebody came in with Uncle Lou, and they actually had his logo. That one didn't, so it looked real. And yeah, I wouldn't let anybody named Uncle Lou without the logo at all.
The Brewers have clinched a playoff berth. The Dodgers and Giants playoff berth. I think the Giants are on a really good roll. They have a win streak of 1, but they're 7-3 their last 10. They're in the playoffs. They're pretty good on the road and at home too. They have quite a few runs that they've scored. They've scored 742. They got a really good win percentage. The Giants could be a threat to the National League going into the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, do we maybe talk about some sports? I know I'm not trying to rush you, but I don't really know.
No, I got you. I understand. Absolutely. But bottom line is some teams are in, some teams are out, but there's a lot more left to be played for sure. So what do you have for me?
Well, I was just saying, me and Jeff Webster were debating about the Arkansas A&M game because I said I said Arkansas was gonna upset A&M. He said
was this on my stream the other night or something?
No, this was Celine's stream.
Okay.
Texas A&M, he said, would blow out Arkansas. I disagreed with that and told him that's not going to happen. So when him started arguing about that, and I'm not going to get into that, but I do want to know your thoughts on the game.
It could be a trap, but it's not a guarantee. You get what I'm saying? Like,
well, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Like, that's just
no. It's not. Where's the game?
Arlington, neutral site every year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Kind of like Georgia, Florida, and Texas, Oklahoma. Why the game is neutral site, I have no idea. It's not even a heated rivalry or two powerhouse programs. I don't even know, but it is neutral site every year.
We can pretty much skip the first 2 games. I mean, Georgia's going to beat Vandy out of the water. JT, is he getting back at this game?
JT played against South Carolina.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the game, so I don't know. I mean, I can't hear that he was still hurt.
Yeah, a lot of Dog fans went crazy, as I did too, when we put Stetson Bennett in on the 3rd possession.
Yeah.
And we took him out for the rest of the game. I was like, why is he in? He threw an interception, and South Carolina scored a field goal.
Yeah.
In our own territory. So Kirby took him out for the rest of the game and then put Stetson Bennett back in the 4th quarter, ran it up the middle 500 times, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Instead of passing it with Carson Beck and Brock Vandegrift like he should. Ballard, I know what happened to Bama this weekend against Florida. I mean, y'all won. But all I'm going to say is I think Bama fans are overreacting.
Okay.
My reasoning is y'all did this last year. Y'all did this in 2015. Y'all won the Natty both of those years. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to win the Natty, but this whole thing, Bama's season is over. This may be the worst Nick Saban team ever. It's just crazy.
No one said it's the worst Nick Saban team ever. We're absolutely not close to that. And our defense
I've heard
is fine.
Bama fans say that.
No, not me.
Well, maybe I'm listening to other people than you, but yeah, I disagree with all the overreactions. I think Bama will still be a great team. They'll probably go 11-1. They might beat Georgia in the SEC title. They might not, and they still could win the Natty. I mean, Nick Saban did it once.
Are we sure that Georgia's winning it? Right.
Georgia winning the East.
Is Georgia a for sure lock? Is Georgia a for sure lock for the East?
No,
I mean, let's be honest. It's still early.
they're not a lock. They're not a lock.
Okay.
They're a
I'm not
high
guaranteeing.
percentage.
I'm not guaranteeing Bama a lock either for the West. I mean, look, Georgia's only 3-0. They've only played one conference game. When I look at that, I say that's great so far, so good, but a lot of football left to be played. When I look at this Vandy game, though, let's do some pick'ems, man. Let's start with your Bulldogs. 1.1% chance for Vandy. They should blow them out of the water. The question is, do they cover the spread at 35.5? What do you say?
5.5.
35.5 Georgia.
Oh, I was about to say.
35.5.
Of course they do. Of course they do. I mean, that's
Okay.
not even. It should be 45.5, maybe 55.5. We're beating them 50 plus. My main concern is, can we put the right quarterbacks in the game when we're blowing out Vandy? And can we actually throw passes with them?
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, if JT, which seems like he's getting back, if he goes out and plays the game to start, you'll be okay. But let's say it's like a 45-7 or whatever in the fourth quarter.
I'll take him out before that.
You rest him? Who do you put in? Who do you trust for the backup spot?
I'm the type of person to pull my starting. Like, if I'm up 35-0, 42-0 at halftime, I'm the type of person to pull my starting QB then, which is what we should have done at UAB. But Kirby likes to wait till the fourth quarter and then run the ball, which he should throw it. That's my main concern. Paul Tyson has had more pass attempts in the first two games than Carson Beck has had his whole career.
Yeah.
So put it that way. And Carson Beck's been here 2 years.
If I'm going to go ahead and get a score prediction, I'm just going to say like a 45. Give me 45. 45 for Georgia. Give me, I don't know. Give me 7 for Vandy.
63-0. Give me 63-0.
It won't be. You guys cannot score 63 points.
63-0. Bama did it a couple years ago, 59-0. I think Georgia's going to do it this time. Vandy's just such a bad team.
All right, I'd take it. I was going to say 45-3 or something.
I said
okay. Well, I mean, Vandy might actually be that terrible. We'll see. But I mean, it's a SEC. It's a road game. You're going to Vandy, so I mean.
One take I'm going to make: South Carolina looked a little bit better than I thought they would against Georgia.
Right.
The pass rush looked a little bit better than I thought it would. That wide receiver Van, that's a star receiver. So South Carolina might actually make a bowl game this year. I didn't think they would before the season, but they might. All this Kentucky game coming up for them is very important for them.
Yeah. Penn State looking good so far. They're like 3-0 right now, number 6 in the country. I think they've made their case. What?
I said they're not.
I mean, who knows? I mean, look, if they're gonna win the division.
Win a division. I mean, I think Ohio State's the best team in the East. That's just my opinion.
There's not even a spread for this game yet. Really? Ohio State? Ohio State's not good. They're not.
They're not good.
Penn State.
The team that doesn't have an offense. I don't know about that, Ballard. I think Ohio State's the best team in the East.
Okay, well, let me give you this. Penn State's defense has one of the better pass rushes. They're really good at stopping the run game. They got good secondary. They have one of the better defenses in the Big Ten. You got to give them that.
Got one of the best, obviously.
I think for this game here, they blow Villanova out of the water because Villanova is a basketball school anyway.
Nah, I think Villanova is going to come back in the game by shooting some 3-pointers for the goalpost. Yeah,
I'll give them 3 field goals. Give them 9 points. Give me 42 on Penn State.
I guess. Penn State's offense is just not. Why is there no comments in here? Is nobody watching this?
There's 2 people watching. I don't know. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I think a lot more people come in for the Ballard podcast, the StreamYard, the Hangout. You see a lot of people in the comment section even during that stream. But anyways, I don't think is really anybody even in the Big Ten a playoff team. Like, I think I was going to make the playoffs, but are they really going to beat somebody in the first round? I don't know about that.
I'm not saying anything about Penn State making the playoffs. Now, I would agree though. I think we get Iowa and Penn State for the Big Ten title. At the very least, we get that matchup.
Ohio State.
I would take Iowa over any team really right now in the Big Ten. Their defense is strong.
Yeah, and Ohio State's defense has been terrible the past 4 years now, and they've won the Big Ten every year. Now I don't think they win the Big Ten.
What do you
I don't
see
think
in
they win the
Ohio
Big
State?
Ten this year. I don't think they win the Big Ten this year, but they're good enough.
You have them.
They're good enough to
East,
win the East. Yeah, they're good enough to win the East.
What do you see in it? They have to get through Michigan. They have
they'll win.
To get through Penn State. They have to get through. What do you see though? Like what touchdowns? Really?
I see Ohio State.
Anyone can score.
Look, I just don't think Penn State's offense is good enough.
They lost Justin Fields. You're giving them the East. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, they
lost their quarterback.
Look at everybody in 2018, 2017 talking about Penn State going to beat Ohio State. This is the year where they win the Big Ten, make the playoffs, all that. Ohio State's defense in 2018, terrible, right? And then Ohio State comes in there, and they win. I just think their offense is too much. Penn State is not going to score with Ohio State. They're not going to do it. So I got Ohio State winning that game.
All right, I respect that. What about this one? This one we could probably agree on just a little bit more. Well, I don't know. Notre Dame going to Wisconsin. Well, actually, take that back. It's actually neutral field. It's in Chicago, home of the Bears, but they favor Wisconsin here, 6.5, and Wisconsin.
What's your pick?
I'm not sleeping on. First off, Notre Dame's defense has not looked that good this year. You see here they've allowed 26.7 on average per game. Compare that to Wisconsin's defense, which, by the way, held on to teams like Penn State. I mean, even though they lost that game, their defense is really, really good, and I think it's too much. I'm going with the Badgers.
Well, I wanted to go second because I'm about to make a hot take. I'm going to say Notre Dame wins this one.
Woo!
I don't think
Woo! That is a hot take.
No matter how disappointing they've looked, Wisconsin's looked disappointing as well. And I just think Notre Dame's going to be – they're going to run the football. They're going to play great defense because that's what Notre Dame has been. They've had great defense.
Well, I would say that it's a very good defensive game. But some key guys you want to look at, though, is Jack Sanborn is a key linebacker for Wisconsin, right? He has – I mean, he's led in sacks. There's only been maybe in total 3 sacks if you add it. I don't even know. One player, John Torchio, has half a sack. Nick Herbig has 1.5 sacks for a loss of 10 yards. Jack Sanborn. I mean, there's some pass rush that are very fast players that can get to a quarterback.
Now, Notre Dame's going to run the football. Pass rush for Wisconsin's not going to mean as much. So
why can't but if they're coming off if you can get to the quarterback, why not go back in the backfield and stop the run game? Because think about it, he's right there with the quarterback too. You're going after the quarterback who you can chase out of the pocket.
Well, Notre Dame's a lot better.
Notre
Dame's a lot better of a run blocking team than they are a pass blocking team. So
That's fair.
And I said Notre Dame's
Okay.
defense
I mean,
is
look,
great.
I respect you if you say Notre Dame.
Huh?
Oh, I was just
And
gonna say if you're picking Notre Dame, I fully respect that. I'm just saying I'm going with Wisconsin, and I'm not gonna sleep on the pass rush and the defense that they have.
okay,
I really
well,
think it would show up.
2 games in a row we disagree with, then Ohio State, Penn State, and Notre Dame, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, let's see.
which
I'm sure
one?
Which one?
I'm just gonna say this. I think Notre Dame has a good enough defense to stop Wisconsin. I don't think
Okay.
Wisconsin's going to necessarily stop Notre Dame's run game. I'm going to say 31-24 Notre Dame. And yeah, that's what I'm going to go with.
I was gonna go 20. I was gonna go Wisconsin 28 to like 23.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Notre Dame's losing to Cincinnati 7 days after this.
I would agree with you on that. I would agree
I'm
with
not
you
going to
on
go
that.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go
Luke
crazy. I'm not saying Notre Dame.
Fickle's got a plan for that game. I promise you.
I'm not saying Notre Dame's a great team. I just think they're good enough to beat Wisconsin.
Yeah. What about this next game here? This is unranked, but it's a really good big game in the SEC. Both teams are at least 2-1. You got to give them that. A lot at stake in terms of look, this will tell us, in my opinion, at least where these two teams are against each other, just who's a better team. This is at Davis Wade, Mississippi State and LSU. Who you got?
Preseason, I had Mississippi State. I thought they'd get LSU in an upset. Well, now both of these teams are terrible.
They do suck. This is going to be the SEC Sucks Bowl in a way. Think about it.
But
probably two of the not as good teams in the SEC.
But this isn't an upset game anymore. Both of these teams suck. So I think LSU's just going to be the better team, and I think they're going to – from what I saw against Mississippi State last week against Memphis, no.
Yeah.
LSU only lost to UCLA by 10, and UCLA's a great team. Well, good team. I don't know about great. They haven't earned that yet. But
yeah.
I think LSU's going to win this game. Score, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess maybe 38-24. I'm going to go with. I'm going to go for that. LSU.
I don't know, man. I think there's going to be a couple good games this weekend, Wisconsin, Notre Dame, and of course games like this. I think this.
No, I think week 5 is the golden week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I think this will be another close game this weekend that we see. I think I agree. I think LSU could get it done. Man, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, give me a 30. Let's go 35-31 LSU.
Yeah. Well, week 5 is the golden week. That's the week we're all waiting
for. Right? Next week.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you games in that week. I saw Michigan, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Arizona State, Georgia, Arkansas, Cincinnati, Notre Dame.
Ooh,
Ole Miss,
yeah.
Alabama.
Ole Miss, Alabama is next weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, we even have Oregon, Stanford. And Stanford blew out USC, so Stanford, Oregon might be a great game.
This
Kansas State.
What'd you say?
I said, I was mentioning other matchups. I said Oregon, Stanford, and what was the other one I said? I said, what was it? Oklahoma, Kansas State.
Ole Miss plays Bama. That's a good one.
Auburn, LSU as well. That's a golden week in my opinion. That's the week we're waiting for.
Arkansas, Georgia. You got Mississippi State at A&M. Michigan, Wisconsin will be good. Florida at Kentucky. I mean, there's a couple good in
Don't sleep on the Iowa Maryland game on Friday night either.
You're sleeping on it, or you're saying
I said don't sleep on it. Maryland's a good team, in my opinion.
I think they're definitely coming up this year just a little bit. Absolutely.
Keep in mind, Florida, Kentucky as well that week. So many good games.
We got a game tomorrow night here that I'm actually curious what the line is. What do you think about Marshall App State? Oh, App State by a long
From
shot.
what
Look
App
at
State
this.
did in the Miami game, losing to Miami is embarrassing. So I'm gonna say Marshall.
It's only a 7-point spread anyway, so I mean,
but that's the real reason is because Marshall blew out Army, and Army's a good team every year. And
they are.
App State lost to Miami, and a good Group of 5 team would beat Miami. So I'm gonna say
Yeah,
Marshall.
I would
Whoa,
agree.
that 81%. I don't know what ESPN's doing there. That's a little bit ridiculous.
You see a big upset then in terms of what ESPN thinks.
That's not a big upset. The game should be 40 to 60% for both teams.
Okay.
That is not a game. 81%. I'm not. ESPN also said that Auburn would beat Georgia, so in the SEC title. So don't listen to ESPN.
Yeah, I apologize. I wanted to hit the back button on that schedule, but
What happened?
I was on the StreamYard tab, so I hit the back button and it kicked myself out.
Oh, kicked yourself out. Okay. I thought you promoted me to the whole screen.
Uh,
Can we talk about Missouri Boston College?
yeah, absolutely. I think this will be amazing. Look at this. This is at Boston College at Chestnut Hill. 72.3%. The line is 1.5 Mizzou, though. What do you think?
These teams are both.
I think it's literally okay. Boston College
What was that?
shows
What was
on
that?
paper.
Did I just see another 81%?
No, 72.3%.
Boston College.
Yeah,
ESPN's been smoking like squid tart this week. And Squid
bad.
Tart knows college football well, but I don't know what he was doing this week. He's talking about Georgia losing Cincinnati in the Sugar Bowl. We didn't even play in the Sugar Bowl, and we didn't lose to them either.
Yeah. This will be interesting. I think I like Boston College this year. I like they're one of the better teams of the ACC, but I mean they got
I
great
think Missouri
offense.
wins
Their
this.
defense. Yeah, I mean,
If I had to pick a score, I'd say Missouri runs the football on a less physical Boston College team. I'm gonna go with
it's
Missouri.
at 11, so it's a noon kickoff.
I'm gonna go with Missouri 35. Missouri 35, 24, 17, 14.
I don't know. When in doubt, I have to take the home team.
I'm gonna go
Boston
35,
College.
38, 35, 24, Missouri.
Mizzou lost to Kentucky.
Kentucky's a good team, Ballard.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're winning the national title this year. Haven't you heard?
Mark Rogers.
Oh.
Or whoever.
I'm not even referring to that. I'm referring to Kentucky Bluegrass.
Are you serious?
He did say that, but he's hopping up Kentucky to beat Georgia and win the East and then win the SEC.
Yeah.
I don't know. If they're going to win the SEC, I'm assuming he thinks they're going to win the Natty. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm gonna go Boston College on this one, but I think it's gonna be close.
They're definitely not 72%.
No, not for no.
55-45, and between that range for both teams, I'd be okay with that. 72%.
Give me a big offensive shootout because I see a lot of play. I see some playmakers on this team. Not too high of a shootout.
UK will beat Florida this year. Megan said.
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't know.
We'll talk about that game when we get there. I don't know right now. All I'm gonna say is before the season, I said Florida. I said they would lose to Georgia, Alabama, and let's forget about the third team. I said LSU. I thought LSU would be a little bit better. But I said they'd lose to Florida, Kentucky, or Missouri. One of those two, not both. I still believe in that. They're going to lose to one of those two teams. They'll beat LSU. They'll probably go 9-3. I'll give them that. They might go 10-2. They'll go 9-3 in my opinion. Uh,
I guess I'm gonna go Boston College on this
and
one.
from what I've seen so far, I gotta agree. I think UK will beat Florida, and Missouri will be the team to lose to Florida. Before the year, I said Missouri would beat Florida. UK would lose to Florida. But now I think the opposite. I think Kentucky will beat Florida. Missouri will lose to Florida, which means Missouri will probably go 8-4 then, right?
I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say okay. Here's my score. I'm gonna say a 30. Crap. Give me a 35-31 Boston College.
35-31 Boston College. Okay.
That's
Uh,
my pick.
all right. Let's talk about this Miami Central Connecticut game. You got Central Connecticut in an upset.
No, Miami in a long shot. It's not even.
Miami is probably this bad, Ballard. You never know. They're the new
I don't.
Tennessee. This is Georgia State 2.0.
Look, they got a 99.6. If they don't, what's the line? They don't even have a line out for this yet.
Listen, Ballard. Central Connecticut's colors are blue. Georgia State's were too. And Miami is the new Tennessee, right? This all falls into a Central Connecticut win, right?
I don't even know.
No, but yeah, Miami will win that game.
There's no line out yet, but I'd take Miami with this one for sure. I think they just
obviously. I mean,
38-0. I don't know. I don't even know about Central Connecticut.
You know how we always debate about who's the worst Power 5 team, worst FBS team?
Yeah.
I think we got a game this week to settle that.
Look, this one
between two of the losers. What game are you looking at? No. I'm talking about Kansas and Duke.
Oh. Give me Duke. Give me the Blue Devils.
Yeah.
Not these Blue Devils. I'm taking Miami in this one for sure.
I'm going to go Duke, but I think they're the worst Power 5 teams. Both of them. Worst two, in my opinion. That's just me. Let's talk about this.
What about this one here? Louisville and Florida State.
Louisville.
I'm gonna say Louisville here. Look at this. Florida State's defense is bad. They are giving up what Louisville is scoring on average. I'm going to take Louisville on this one. I want to know. The line is 1.5. I'd make it higher than that.
Yeah, but I think you're spazzing out.
I'm not.
Okay, you're back to normal now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm embarrassed to say I thought Florida State would go 8-4 this year, 7-5. Just scratch all of that. This team is terrible.
I want to give Florida State their first win, but I really also do not.
No,
I'm not picking them for any game. I'm not saying they're going to go winless, but I'm not trying to take Florida State over any other opponents they got this year. They are beyond fixable right now. Give me Louisville in this game. Man.
Yeah,
I'm going to say Florida State's going to get 24 points on the board. I'm going to say a 30 give me 35-24 Louisville.
Yeah. I want to talk about this UCLA Stanford game. UCLA with the signature win over LSU. Stanford with the signature win over USC.
Signature win.
I guess signature win for what programs they are.
UCLA, and you said, is it Stanford, you said?
Yeah. I need to see how good Stanford is because I'm not sold on USC. So I need to see them play another team. I think Stanford's a good team, I think they'll go 8-4, 9-3, but I kind of want to see them play another team.
I'm not seeing that game on here. What time's it at? Oh, here it is. Hold on.
You see it?
5 o'clock on Pac-12 Network. I got it.
Oh, Pac-12 Network.
4.5 UCLA. I'd take that. Both of these
Why is
teams
it
are
on
2-1.
Well, I'm not going to be able to see that game. Pac-12 Network.
Both have great defense, but UCLA's offense is something else.
You don't see the top ACC games on the ACC network. Why are these games on the Pac-12 network?
Right.
Stanford's a good team. At least Oregon Stanford's on ABC, 3:30. So it's not the ABC nightly game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. I mean, what other games should we talk about?
I'm gonna take UCLA in this one, though. Is that what you're sticking to?
Yeah. I think Stanford's still a good team, but UCLA will win this.
They're just better overall, and they're just having one of those seasons.
They're just better, kind of similar to Georgia and Alabama.
I'm gonna take Florida over Tennessee, but I at least want to get your thoughts. Like, does Florida whoop Tennessee, or do they get a scare? It's in the swamp. 11.
Well, apparently the squid tart this year, Tennessee is going to upset Florida. High on drugs once again.
18.5, though. I mean,
high on drugs again for squid tart, though. Don't trust what he says. I mean, no. But maybe, but I don't really see it. Keep in mind, Uncle Lou is going to bring back Voltard for the next Tennessee win over Georgia, Florida, or Alabama. Just one of those three teams.
For the sake of that makes me want Tennessee to win this game. Just saying, because listen what the general tell you now.
Yeah, that's what Uncle Lou said. He said that in one of the live streams right after the Georgia State game back in 2019. Some people don't remember it. Some people still hold him to it. And he's going to do it if Tennessee win.
I still think it's going to be a while. I'm going to take the Gators here. I think that I think this will be close. First off, their defense with Todd Grantham is not getting any better.
That's defense, Ballard. One of the best defenses ever with Todd Grantham. Amazing defensive coordinator.
Just ask Celine Driver, right?
Yeah, just ask Celine Driver. He'll give you the answer he wants. Actually, he's live streaming the Florida Tennessee game. First live reaction. We convinced him in the StreamYard to do it.
Oh, yeah. Is he going to do it this week?
We convinced him. Me, Jeff Webster, Slim Shady, and Mike Vick. Thank us for.
You're welcome. Or thank you, I should say.
Yeah.
Give me Florida.
I guess Florida.
Well,
I guess.
It's close.
Close.
Is it close in a way? Like, do you see it possible that Tennessee pulls it off?
I see it possible, but I want Tennessee to win just because of Voltard, but
right.
I kind of don't at the same time because Squidtard after the game is probably going to say something to me about, I told you Tennessee's winning, something like that. So
I'm taking Florida. Voltard remains dead.
But
Florida.
I hate Florida so much, I'm never going to cheer for them. So doesn't matter what Squidtard says. I hope Tennessee wins this game. And plus, BVD. That's another.
Oh, yeah, for the sake of him. I love you, BVD, if you're watching this, buddy.
Yeah. I always hated Tennessee, but had a little bit of remorse for them once I found out about BVD.
Yeah, he's been through a lot lately. He needs something good for his Tennessee Vols. I mean, this is a game I don't want to mess with because, again, Florida's coming off a loss to Alabama at home. They're back in the swamp. I really think that they're digressing a little bit, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And I don't. This is a game I don't want to mess with. Like, I really want to pick Tennessee for an upset. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I guess we shouldn't sleep on Florida just because overall they're just a better team.
I think I found.
I gotta give it to Florida.
I think I found upset of the year right here, Ballard.
You're going Tennessee?
No, I'm talking about this Alabama Southern Miss game.
Southern? Are you kidding me? Get out of here.
We were talking about it all off season, right? How Southern Miss was going to come and beat Bama. Where is that Southern Miss?
No, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is going to.
No, we said Southern Miss.
No, I'm pretty sure everyone's talking about Ole Miss. You're thinking of Sippy Sports Show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We were all joking about it in the offseason. What if it actually comes true?
It might. Who knows? But for this one here, I'm going to say Florida wins this. Oh, I think it'll be close. I really do.
34.
I'm going to say 34-30 is what I will do.
Okay. I'm going to say 34-13.
13. I really don't trust their defense right now. And it's not that Tennessee has an offense. But, I mean, if Florida's defense is slacking a bit, they're just going to give it to Tennessee. But they're going to pull it out in the end.
Val, this isn't 1998.
I know.
Just making sure.
Okay.
This Kentucky-South Carolina game has kind of caught my eye a little bit as well.
Who's favored?
Bowl eligibility must win for South Carolina almost. And I think they can make a bowl game, especially
56, and they're a 5-point underdog. Whoa. This will be good.
Now, I wouldn't favor them like that.
No. Kentucky is favored by 5.
No, I'm talking about 56%.
Oh, with the win?
I don't know what ESPN is doing there.
I think they're giving them a little bit more credit just because it's at Williams-Brice.
Yeah, I said South Carolina was better than I thought, but I'm not going to favor them against Kentucky. And I'm not going to pick them either. I think Kentucky gets this win.
These are those SEC games you don't want to mess with because anything's possible. This is where weirdness and big plays and upsets happen. Kentucky being favored, I agree with. I think they're just slightly better than South Carolina, but
this
I
week
think that crowd's going to be rocking a bit, and I really think that Kentucky's just going to stumble and fall.
You're picking an upset?
I mean, Kentucky does have better offense. The defenses are similar. Oh, God, I really don't know.
Don't do this, Ballard. Pick Kentucky.
Give me the Gamecocks in an upset.
Oh, my God. That's possible. Yeah. That's possible, but...
I'm curious what the all-time.
These next 2 weeks, these are the golden weeks. Week 5 and week 6, much better than
be good.
Week 6 is the A&M Alabama matchup. Jimbo Fisher confident. Seth,
this is
let's get to that. Did we already go over that Arkansas A&M?
I don't remember if we did or not, but for this, I really don't know. I'm not touching the South Carolina Kentucky game, but I will say this: 18, 13, and 1, South Carolina leads it.
All I'm going to say about this, I said Kentucky will win the game, but I'm picking South Carolina in the spreads. I think they lose less by 5.
Oh, okay. I could see that. Yeah, I don't think Kentucky, if they win, they don't cover.
I think South Carolina covers. I think Kentucky will win. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
A&M Alabama and Penn State Iowa. That's 2 top 10 matchups if these 2 teams play today.
That's next week, though.
That's week 6.
Week 6.
That's 2 top 10 matchups if they play tomorrow.
Yeah.
We also got Ole Miss, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Georgia, Auburn. That's going to be a pretty good week. BYU, Boise State. Okay. South
Yeah.
Carolina, Tennessee. That I've been waiting for that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't honestly, my final answer for this game, I call it close. I'm gonna have to say South Carolina on this one. I don't know why. I just have a gut feeling that they pull this one out. 5-point spread. I think they get it done.
Yeah, I'm not running with my Kentucky pick. I'm going to go with it for now.
Okay.
37, Kentucky, South Carolina Cup.
What's the score you picked?
31-17. I mean, yeah, 27.
Oh, that's
20.
huge.
27.
Oh, 31-27. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mean 17.
I'd say 34-28 Gamecocks.
All right, yeah. I got South Carolina spreads, though. Don't get me wrong there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this Oklahoma-West Virginia game. Potential upset, maybe?
Maybe.
ABC. I haven't seen a Big 12 game on ABC in years.
Oklahoma's had a game or two on ABC, I think. It's not even close. I'm taking Oklahoma, but the question is, does Virginia give them a little bit of a scare? West Virginia.
Yeah. They give them...
It's a 90-10 FPI.
well, first of all, that's a little bit too high.
I'd at least give West Virginia maybe a 20% chance to win this game.
I
understand the Sooners. What?
What's the spread?
17 Oklahoma.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Oklahoma. 45-24.
45-24.
Yeah.
Does that cover? Hold on. 45.
No, that doesn't cover. That's 21.
Oh, not quite.
I don't know about that. All right. If Oklahoma causes another close game where they lose this one, I'm done with Oklahoma for the year.
Yeah.
I
think that after Nebraska, I really think there was a huge meeting in the locker room post game about great win, but man, we can't have this. I really think the Sooners defense is going to get it in gear just a little bit more, and I think Spencer Rattler and company come out firing. I think they go out there with a mindset of, hey, we're the better team clearly, and we're coming to whoop you. Give me 48-20. Oklahoma.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I think that's a good prediction.
That's not bad.
48-28. Oh, that's also covering the spread for Oklahoma.
Yeah. Is that's the one you said, right? It was 48-28?
No, I said 45-24. Well, I think this Texas-Arkansas game, I really think it's going to Arkansas.
Okay. We looked at that one, I think, right? I know we talked about it a little bit.
And Jeff Webster thinks I'm crazy, but I think they're going to do it. I think Arkansas.
Here's one for you. Iowa State at Baylor. Baylor 3-0. Iowa State 2-1. They're lost to the Hawkeyes.
Baylor probably played 3 FCS teams.
What'd you say?
They played Kansas and 2 other FCS teams. I think.
Oh yeah, that's not enough.
No, I don't care.
Nothing.
Iowa State's winning this one.
For sure.
I don't even know why we're looking at this, to be honest.
7-point spread. I think that spread's too low. I think Iowa State's just going to hit them out of the water.
7-point spread.
It's a 7-point spread, Iowa State. I think that's too low.
We better put our money on that, Ballard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You see that Uncle Lou live stream yesterday?
No.
Call-in show?
I think I missed it.
All right, so a Florida fan is betting Uncle Lou $100 on the Georgia-Florida game.
I'm going to have to go back and watch this. This is funny. Are you serious? Did he go off on him?
No, the Florida fan went off on Lou. And then Lou was, he was like, I actually have in the making. I have an Uncle Lou best call-in show moments video for the 2021 season. I might do an all-time version, but that's gonna come out soon on my channel. A bunch of great calls. All I'm gonna say is there's one about how Ohio State's apparently gonna win the Natty even though losing to Oregon. There's one about how Nebraska's back, I think. So
Back to the Iowa State game, though. I'm taking the Cyclones here.
we shouldn't even be talking about this game.
Baylor is undefeated.
Who have they
The spread is 7.
The Ballard. Who have they played, Ballard? Who have they
They
played?
ain't played. Nobody's played nobody. That's the thing, though. Like Iowa State had a test against Iowa, and they lost.
Alabama's a terrible team. They just haven't played nobody. Florida's just terrible.
They're not.
I haven't seen Alabama yet. They haven't played anybody.
They have.
I know.
We're just better.
Yeah. Georgia ain't played nobody. Clemson's overrated. We ain't played nobody.
Iowa State very much still alive for a Big 12 title and playoff hopes.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely. How Oklahoma's looking.
Baylor's not ranked at 3-0 though. I mean, I get that they haven't played anybody worse.
No, there's tons of not ranked at 3-0.
Yeah, I'm taking Iowa State though in this game. I just don't know if. Yeah, I see them covering 7. I could see them winning by a touchdown
Easily.
Yeah.
Not even a question. They don't have RG3 anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
you there.
Yeah. Let's look at some other games maybe.
Georgia Vandy. Did we look at?
Yeah, we did. We both.
Texas and Texas Tech.
Oh, how Texas is looking, I don't know.
2-1 Texas versus 3-0 Texas Tech.
Who's Texas Tech played?
Nobody but Houston. I give them credit, at least for their level. I give them Houston, but they've also played whoever SFA is and Florida International.
South Austin something, I think.
It's Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah, that's right.
Lumberjacks.
Those Lumberjacks are coming to beat Bama this year.
What? I'm fixing to kick you out.
Call me crazy. I just don't think Texas is that good of a team.
Oh no, you're not.
I think I'm gonna pick the Red Raiders in this one.
Woo! Whoa! I am disagreeing with you by a long shot, son. Neither of these teams have played anybody, first off.
Arkansas?
Oh yeah, that's true. They did. Texas did play Arkansas and they lost that game. But that's not a bad loss. I mean, come on.
That is a bad
They're showing great offense. I think this will be a shootout. I really do.
I got the Red Raiders. I just don't think Texas is that good. And I think it's an upset. I do think they'll finish with a better record than Texas Tech, but I'm gonna
say a really big shootout, 45-42 by a field goal. The Longhorns squeak out.
Okay. I'm just saying. I think Texas wins this one.
I respect that.
No, I'm not 100%. I'm thinking
it's just that it's a really bold claim, dude.
The thing about making these picks on Wednesday instead of Friday is I'm looking more into the game. I'm not 100%. But
plus you got to think, man, they still got a couple days left of practice. Injuries could happen. There's a lot that could happen with a player go down. I mean, look, losing one player makes a whole lot of a difference. For really
I'm
any
gonna search for a game that I can make a hot take on and pick an upset.
Yeah. Any of these other games, or can we? I don't want to keep this show going too long, but if there's any other game, speak now, man. What you got?
Oh, I found it. Akron's beating Ohio State. Akron's beating Ohio State. I found it.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. I am not sold on Ohio State that much. 49 and a half,
They're
though.
better than Penn State.
They
better
better. Ohio State better win this game.
I think they're better than
49
Penn
and
State.
a half.
Jesus. I think they're better than Penn State. They're better than Penn State. But
Yeah.
they're not winning the Big Ten. I got the Hawkeyes coming in with that 13-0 record. And I said 13-0 as well.
And
Into
the
the
Hawkeyes
playoffs.
are going to the playoff.
Yep. And on a
Okay.
first round win, I haven't decided yet. I need to see more of Iowa.
It depends. I think that's one of those ones you better save it because who else is making it there?
I'm not going to say that
Because if it's a Notre Dame team, then yeah, they're going to a national title. But if it's someone like Oklahoma sneaks up in there or whatever, it's like they better have some offense. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that they can beat a team in the first round playoffs. I'm not saying they can't. I just need to see a little bit more.
Yeah, I would agree.
I need to. They play Penn State about 2 weeks. They also play Wisconsin this season as well. So, and then
There's
Ohio.
There's a couple trap games in there that could mess with them.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, where's the Penn State game?
Oh, that's a huge factor, actually.
Yeah, because if it's Happy Valley, even in an afternoon game, is pretty good. But man, if that's a night game, well, actually, I'm pretty sure my grandmother was telling me that they normally only have one whiteout, but still, like
they haven't had they haven't chosen the time yet, but it's at Iowa.
Yeah, that's on October 9th.
Yeah, Iowa's gonna win that, especially at Iowa, and we don't even know the time.
Oh, this will be good though. This will be good. How about a Friday night game at Maryland that they have next Friday night?
See, that's what I was talking.
Maryland's 3-0, and I know a lot of people might not.
Don't sleep on that game. Don't sleep on it.
Oh no. I might be home. I might watch it and go live for you guys. I'll see what happens, but that's a game I want to watch.
Yeah. I mean, look, from a Bama standpoint, if you're really that not confident about beating Georgia, you better hope Iowa loses a game or two. And so does Clemson. I mean, you think Bama's basically going to be – you said slim to no chance they win the Natty. So –
I mean, I say that lightly just because it's super hard to repeat. And quite honestly, I see a team willing to compete and go out, make the playoffs, and maybe make it there. But, man, I really think there's someone out there that might get them. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, if they play tomorrow, who would you pick?
Who? Oh, for a trust against, they'll win the Natty over this team?
No, Georgia, Bama, if they play tomorrow, who would you pick?
Oh, Georgia. I'm sorry. I just look. I hate to say it too because people, Kirby Smart this and Kirby Smart that, and he's in the best position to beat Nick Saban of all his assistants. You're right. I hate to hear it. I really wish y'all would shut up, but I know you guys are right, and I know Kirby has that kind of team that, and especially his defense this year. Well, you guys don't have an offensive line just like us. It'll be very close.
Well,
I know that.
Tess said that I'm stupid for saying that Georgia would beat Bama tomorrow. He's thinking I'm a Disney dog and all that. I don't agree with him at all, but Texas A&M rushing the field against Colorado.
They seriously rushed the field over a 10-7 victory.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of, Najee Harris is becoming a star quickly in the NFL.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of the NFL, what do you think about this Buccaneers and Rams game next week? Your favorite team's the Buccaneers, and you're playing my preseason.
I'm worried.
You're playing my preseason Super Bowl pick.
The Rams have that strong defense. I'm really worried.
I got the Rams.
I wouldn't doubt that. I mean, Tom Brady just had. I mean, the offense is looking pretty okay, but the Rams defense is probably the best in the league. My opinion, at least.
Yeah, I mean, here we go with the 12-team playoff, of course, being postponed, I guess.
Is it?
Oh, they're exploring the 8-team model. Okay.
Are they? Are they going to? Are they looking at 8?
They're exploring their options, so they postponed it, the
Yeah,
voting.
yeah.
Enjoy this season because it seems like college football is coming to an end real fast the way we know it. I do think that all this conference realignment 12-team playoff is going to put a dent into college football forever. I really do.
Oh, this one by a long shot. I take Arizona State. Who would you take? Arizona State, like not even close over Colorado.
Colorado just lost 31-0 to Minnesota.
Right.
That just
14. I think 14 and a half is too low. I think Arizona State's going to whoop.
Speaking of them losing 31-0 to Minnesota, that just shows how great A&M is, right? For beating them by 3.
I mean, I guess so.
31-0 loss.
I guess so.
They're losing this week. I'm telling you, Arkansas is
Dude.
coming in. They're going to beat A&M.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, this conference realignment, this 12-team playoff, this will bruise college football forever. It won't be the same.
I know.
And what if none of this actually happens? In some miracle.
Like they say, yeah, screw it. We like it how it is.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, that's what you hope.
Maybe what if these next 2 great seasons are great seasons, and then maybe they change their mind, and Texas will say, "No, we're losing too much. I want out of the SEC." Oklahoma says, "Well, I still want to play you. I want out of the SEC too." I mean, I can't decide if I do want to. Honestly, even though it is more teams, the 12-team playoff might be better than the 8-team playoff because of the first 4 seeds getting rewarded. That's why.
Rewarded how? Oh, with the first round bye?
Yeah. That's how I'd look at it. 4 teams, no. 14 playoff is the best system college football has ever had, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to stay that way. I think the only systems that should even be allowed, 2, 4, and 6. That's it. I don't really see any other system working in college football.
I'll tell you what, I think the worst thing they could ever do by changing the playoff is going back to a BCS 2-team system.
That is not the worst they can do. The BCS was not that bad.
Well, I mean, I just think that, like,
there's much
giving other teams a fair chance.
I think the BCS was a good system. Playoff is just better.
No. It was a good system. I just think for right now, with how many great teams there are, period, like, it's just like, why would you, switch from 4 teams when you get the 4 best teams in? Or you try to, at least. I mean,
one thing I do like about the BCS better is even if it's Georgia, I don't want to see the lose of the Georgia Bama make the playoffs. That's not what I want to see.
Oh, you'll never see that.
Really?
I doubt it.
You don't think the loser of Georgia Bama will make the playoffs? They have 0.
I don't think they should, and I don't think they will. When have we ever?
I don't think they will either. I'm just saying they have a big shot, the loser. And I hate it. But it's true and it can very well happen. I don't think it will happen, but I hate that. I hate teams not winning divisions making the playoffs. I don't like teams getting blown out by 30 in the ACC title game, Notre Dame, and then making the playoffs. I hate that. That just ruins the whole thing of every game mattering. And it's not even Alabama beating Georgia in 2017. I just don't think teams who lose divisions should be able to make the playoffs.
Okay.
And really, I don't really think teams – I think you kind of have to be a conference champion. I don't want to see the loser of Georgia Bama make the playoffs. That ruins the whole point of the SEC title game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one question I do have is the Big 12 still going to be a Power 5 conference in the future, adding Cincinnati, what was it? Cincinnati, I think it was Memphis. I forgot who the 4 teams were, but they added 4 teams. BYU. Was it Boise State? It was 4 teams. That's
Maybe
all.
both BYU and Boise State, right?
Yeah.
I know BYU was in the conversation.
But anyways, will they still be a Power 5 conference? That's the question I have.
That is a good question. I really don't know for sure.
And I'm just going to be honest. I like it. I like conferences missing the playoffs. I think that absolutely makes the whole point of scheduling tough non-con games and improving your conference. I don't want to see every conference make the playoffs. That's not what I want to see, but looks like it's heading that way.
Yeah.
Especially with 12 teams. Every Power 5 conference is going to get a team in the playoffs. Because now you have automatic conference champions, which I also disagree with. Put it this way. The Pac-12 champion last year didn't finish in the top 25. Think about that. Just think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to put an unranked team in the playoffs now just because they won their conference? Conference championship games are not that important. You have to consider the regular season, too.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, yeah. Ooh, this A&M Arkansas game. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Alabama's a really good chance to lose to West this year. And I'm not saying it's going to be, Ole Miss, A&M, Arkansas.
They absolutely have a good chance to lose
and
it.
even Auburn. Auburn's a good team. They gave Penn State a good game. The West is for real this year. And only 2 teams are bad. And out of those 2 teams, LSU, who's been the second best team in the SEC West for about a decade now one of the 2 worst teams in the West, really. I mean, look at LSU's run game. From what it was to Leonard Fournette and now what it is now.
Yeah. Anyway.
Seems like you get a little bit tired.
Yeah, I mean, we've picked a couple good games. There's some good ones this week. It seems like it's just great to have non-conference back. I keep saying that. We had all the good ones early on, though. I mean, now it's just seeming like it's more and more predictable in ways. You know?
Yeah. Oh, my God. The Falcons just made an apology post on Twitter.
Are you for what?
Apology video for what? I want to see apologies. I want to,
on Twitter.
You know what my apology, or I want the Falcons' apology to be?
What?
I want their apology to be making the playoffs. I don't care about a Twitter message.
Sorry, we took Kyle Trask number 4 overall, like a top. Seriously.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna share this. What is?
Yeah, Bal, you got. All right. So you said you wanted to see that Florida call, right? Florida man. Talking about Lou.
Yeah, you got it.
No. I'm gonna screen record it and put it in my Uncle Lou best calls video. But if you want to see it, it's the last call of the live stream. And,
last night was it last night's? Yeah,
and Lou has about 15 to 20 minutes after the call, I think, where he just plays music and kind of trolls the guy a little bit. So scroll, I guess, 20 minutes before the stream, something like that, and you'll see the call.
You sent the $100.
Oh yeah, $100. Yeah.
Wait, what? That's when he played the call?
Yeah, $100. Did you see it? Did you see it?
Hold on.
Well, scroll up. Scroll to the beginning. the call. I
I'm
promise
trying
you
to
that's
find
it.
it. I don't how. Okay, the stream itself was 3 hours 55 minutes long. How far in?
Go to about 3:34 maybe. I'd say 20 minutes before the end of the stream. Try that. Man,
What the hell?
I guess before that. I guess before that.
Yeah, I'm gonna at least send this one on Facebook. Thank you, everyone on Facebook. If you guys tuned in, I appreciate it. Please hit that like button, share it out, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We love you guys. Thanks so much. God bless and roll Tide.
Okay, so I'm on a different device now, trying to, because I know the words of the call.
My rationale for Aaron Murray is. So what's your paper? Who did it?
I think I ended
Reverse
it on
Florida,
Facebook, but I think I'm
Oh,
still
250. Go around 250.
250.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll screen share it and I'll play it.
And if it's not, just wait if it's not there.
Yeah, no, it's not exact. Hold on.
Just another irrelevant.
Yeah, it's, I think it's.
All right, last call right here.
250 exactly. That's
Okay, hold on. Stop playing it on yours. I'm just gonna screen share it on mine. Okay.
All right. I won't.
Ready?
Yeah.
Get at me on Twitter or email or whatever. Yeah, I'd love
This it?
Okay, that's good.
All right, buddy.
250.
Yep.
All right,
Well, no,
last
you're-
call right here. This is it.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Okay, be
Uncle
quiet.
Luke.
How you doing, Uncle Luke?
Doing great.
Uncle Fluke?
Uncle Fluke.
You remember me? The Team B.
No, I don't
Once
remember.
again.
No, I don't remember you. You're just another.
No.
You're just another irrelevant.
Refresh your mind. Refresh your mind. When the last time did Georgia win the national championship?
1980.
Wow. That's a long time, sir. 5 years straight, y'all made the top three in recruiting. Let me ask you this. How the hell Florida still beat you guys?
Florida's beat us once in the last 4 years. Dan Mullen's 1-3 against Georgia. Yes.
And y'all have 5 of them years. Y'all had the top recruiting class. So I don't understand.
No, 5 of those years we did not have that. That's fake news. We've only had the top recruiting class twice in the last 4 years. And right now, those people are juniors and seniors. So that. But look, Florida can go 1-3 against Georgia every 4 years for the rest of my life, and I'll be happy. I'll never be mad that Georgia beats. I'll never be mad that Florida beats Georgia once every 4 years. That will never bother me.
But you remember you predicted last year and say Florida was going to lose to Georgia, right?
I do
So how
remember
the
that.
hell Georgia ended up losing to Florida?
I don't know how it's possible that I predicted a game wrong. It's unbelievable. I should delete my channel. I predicted a game wrong. I predict 50 games a week, and I've got one wrong. What I'm doing here.
So you really believe that Georgia have the best team in college football right now?
Yes.
With that weak-ass offense.
What week? You mean the offense that averaged more points per game this year than Florida? We averaged more points than you. We averaged more points than Florida. So tell me more. Tell me more.
We got
Georgia's terrible offense. You're a Florida fan.
But Lou, we got Emory Jones, Will. We got Emory Jones and Dan Mullen, Will.
Tell me about Georgia's terrible offense that averages more points a game than Florida.
Right. But check this out. Y'all struggle against.
Is he gonna yell in this one?
Yes. You struggled against Alabama. You struggled.
That could not. That him saying yes to that guy could not have been more perfect timing right there. I said, "Is he gonna yell in this one?" He went, "Yes." That was perfect.
Struggled against Alabama. You struggled against Alabama. Not really. You lost. How's that not struggling? You fucking lost, dude. You toted a giant fucking L. lost. How's that not struggling? You lost. You struggled against Alabama big time. You lost. That's how you struggled. You lost. You lost. That's struggling, sir. When you lose a game, that's struggling. Are you new to football? I know you're not worried about that. I know you're not worried about that. I know you're not worried about it because Dan Mullen is your coach. You know you're not winning the SEC because Dan Mullen is your coach. Dan Mullen's been a coach in the SEC for 12 years and has 0 SEC titles. And that's not changing this year. Yeah, and you didn't win the SEC again. Yeah, and you didn't win the SEC again last year.
It don't matter, but we won. We beat Georgia.
That's your Super Bowl. That's the best Florida can hope for at this point. That's the ceiling for Florida. Maybe we can beat Georgia. That's the ceiling for Florida.
I don't give a shit whether we
beat Florida or not this year. It doesn't matter to me.
10 points on Clemson. Clemson's not good. Y'all really think y'all beat a good team? Clemson is not good.
Well, then Alabama's not good.
They're not the same team.
Well, then Alabama's not good. You lost to them. Alabama's not good. Alabama's not good. And you lost to them. Alabama's not good. And you lost to them. Clemson's not good, but we beat them.
Hey. You go see in Jacksonville. You go see in Jacksonville.
I won't see you in Jacksonville. You won't be there.
You won't be there.
You won't be
Matter
there.
of fact, we're in Atlanta. And y'all from Atlanta.
What's up, Gators? How you doing?
Georgia's from Atlanta? Sir, tell me you're retarded without telling me you're retarded. Who Velcros your shoes in the morning? Georgia's from Atlanta?
Do
You
you really believe that?
I tell y'all not be in Atlanta. Even though y'all from Atlanta. Come on, man.
That's not what you said. You're drooling all over yourself and rumbling your words
I did say
around.
that. No, I said that.
You're half a retard.
You got a Gator fan. You got a Gator fan on your phone, and your blood pressure going up.
Hey, how happy are you?
Like a little baby right now.
How happy are you that you lost to Alabama
Blood
by
pressure
2?
going up. Uncle Fluke shaking right now in his little chair. He's scared right now.
How happy are you that you lost to Florida by
It's
2?
okay.
How happy are you that
It's
you lost
okay.
to Alabama by 2? How happy are you
I'm
that you lost to
tired
Alabama
on
by
the
2?
phone with a guy that
Hey,
says
Florida.
Georgia
Hey,
go beat
Florida.
All I said, you about to roll with the
They
time.
end up taking the biggest L. Dan got on live, started crying like a little ass baby. I'm sorry. Kirby Smart not the real deal. I'm sorry, you're not.
Is the real deal?
Can't win. That win.
Is Dan Mullen the real deal?
Miami.
Is Dan Mullen the real deal?
I tell you this.
When does he yell?
I tell you that.
He's beat him once out of
He doesn't
4
yell.
tries, sir. He's
He
1
just
and
kinda
3
owns
against
him.
Kirby Smart.
Yeah, it kind of owns him.
Okay, he 1-3. He won and 3.
Yes. He's 1 and 3. Did I
So
stutter?
what I did?
Did I stutter?
What I did?
Did I stutter?
After y'all beat Florida, did y'all win?
Did I
Y'all
stutter?
win the national
Did I stutter?
championship? So what the hell y'all getting happy for? That is not winning shit at all. I don't understand Georgia fans. Just because you beat Florida, you're supposed to go to the SEC championship.
Then
Beat
why-
Alabama and win the national championship. Y'all
Then
can't
why are
get
you
that done.
happy? Then why
Y'all
are you
cannot get
happy
that
about
done.
losing to Alabama by 2? Then why are you happy about losing to Alabama by 2?
Who said I was happy? I'm just happy that we fought back. I never said I was happy that we lost.
You're
I
happy
never
that
said
you tried hard?
No. So we're
Win or lose this weekend? Win or lose this weekend?
Is you finna win the national championship? If we go back money, let's bet $100 right now.
On what?
Yeah,
Georgia,
Georgia will not win the national championship.
I bet
Uncle
you-
Lou, I got
$100
some green
for
cash
everybody.
in my
I
wallet.
bet you $100 on the Georgia-Florida game.
Oh,
See, you see, hey, little Tigger, your little martyr. You see how Uncle Luke is? Somebody here bet me against Florida. Bet me against everything overall. Cause I know we gonna beat y'all.
Well, if you
Our
know,
quarterback way better than our
know,
quarterback is way better.
the link in the comments right now. All you got to do is click the link. Send me the $100.
I got you. And
Florida
take a little
wins.
martyr Tigger.
Florida wins. Florida,
because he can't take the pressure.
if Florida wins, I'll send you 200. When Georgia wins, I'm just gonna keep the 100. But go ahead and send it to me. I'm sure you got plenty of money. Just send me the $100.
Oh yeah, I really appreciate that. 200. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yep. You just send me the $100 right now, and it's a bet.
All right, say less.
All right. I'll be on Thursday night to tell everybody that you never sent me the money. Have a good night. There's a 0% chance that guy's sending me $100. He doesn't have $100.
Wasn't that worth it, Ballard?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was awesome.
There's been
Some
plenty
of
of posts like that. You see
Some
2 or
of our
3, 4.
fans are just straight up embarrassing, man. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Here's the thing about bets, in my opinion. People only make bets who can't defend their argument. So they're like, I'm just going to throw a bet. I can't defend my argument. I'm just going to throw up a bet. I'm going to brag about it if I'm right.
Yeah, I mean, like, unless you're having, like, a little for fun bet. Like, me and Lou have a bet this year about the Florida-Georgia game. If Florida wins, then Lou has to wear a Stetson Bennett jersey during the SEC championship game.
Yeah,
And
I mean, like for
Georgia
fun bets,
wins.
okay, but, like, making a bet in a real argument, that's just...
Yeah.
I'm never going to do that. That's Uncle Lou tried to do that to me once, actually. He tried to bet on me. Notre Dame, he said 8-4. I said 10-2. He wanted to make a bet, and I said I didn't have any money because I don't. But he can't. He's really not smart enough to defend his argument. Come on now. I know Uncle Lou's smart enough to defend that argument. He doesn't have to make a bet.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
That's true.
I just think defending a bet, trying to make a bet is getting a way out for not being able to defend your argument. He knows he embarrassed himself. The Florida fan did. So he's just like, I'm just going to throw up a bet. $100. That's really what it is.
It's just...
Like, okay,
so
here's the different
frustrating.
story. If you defend your argument and you make your reasons and you make good points and the argument is about 50-50, okay, maybe you can throw up a bet. But when you're not making any reasons and you're just talking the whole time, no, you can't just throw up a bet like that. But it is a bet, I guess.
Yeah.
Uncle Lou better remember, because that guy probably isn't going to send him the money otherwise. Joe Buck said Ballard just riding Lou's coattails.
No, I'm not. Jacob's the one that made me play this.
It was a funny. He's had funnier calls. Like there was
It
this
was
guy
funny.
Said talking about Arkansas, and then he started crying. He started crying because he was so sad about the loss to Arkansas. So he's like, I'm just so sad. And then he started crying.
Jesus.
That's in my video too. If you don't know, I'm coming out with that Uncle Lou Best Call-In Show moments.
Oh yeah, that'll be. When's that coming out? I can't wait for this.
I haven't finished it, but I'm doing of the 2021 season. We can maybe do an all-time version later. For example, that you hear that 12-year-old Miami kid who started trash talking Lou.
Oh yeah, talking about how they've done more than Georgia has.
That's going to be in the all-time video.
That was amazing.
That
was see. I know that. Here's it's not so much Uncle Lou, but it's his call. Like, I'm just going to be honest. If I don't really comment, but I do kind of watch his call-in shows still, just to see if anyone pisses him off, so I can laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get it?
Like that. Should I only do 2021 season, or should I just do it all time straight up?
If you got the clips, do all time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about that. I mean, there's enough calls in these past 2 weeks for me to make a 30-minute video.
Is this the one? Is this that Miami kid right here? Someone actually clipped it.
Samuel Pate. The reason why I don't want to put that in the videos, I don't want to steal it from him.
Was that Sam Pape that did that?
Yeah, I don't want to steal it from him. So
CF1 Productions.
So I think I'm gonna go back to Lou's live stream. I think it was Will Muschamp something.
The guy last night went off Ballard.
Oh yeah, the guy last night went off on her. Oh yeah, there's a
on me.
There's a Miami fan in the comment section. He was so mad at Lou's video that he commented, I'm calling in Thursday night and exposing you.
Oh, so he's probably going to call in tomorrow night if he has the stones.
And so I'm gonna I can't upload the video today because now I gotta wait for that call.
Hello?
His name was Kendrick Perkins, I think.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, this is it. This is the Miami call.
Oh, can you hear? Here, I got it. Hold on. We'll get this one in, and then I'm at least going to
shout out to Samuel Pate. I'm not gonna take it from him. I'll probably just go on the Lou's live stream because I don't want to take stuff from him. I want to take credit from people who put hard work into that.
Well, this is at least the video.
Yeah, this is the video.
This is put out by
Samuel Pate.
I guess he changed his name, CF1 Productions, but this was put out almost a year ago here.
Oh,
I
no,
remember when this show was going on. Actually,
This was Samuel Pate. He changed his name.
Well,
It's up all the way, by the
my
way.
name is Young that I can, and I wanted to tell you, when Miami gets to play Georgia, we are going to whoop the smack out of y'all. Y'all are garbage, man. Y'all suck.
Isn't it past your bedtime?
No.
Huh?
Not at all.
That's it.
I
Put your
remember
mother
this
on the
one.
phone.
Put your mother on the phone.
My mom is not here right now.
You lie. You ain't home alone. What are you? Macaulay Culkin? Put your mother on the phone.
You know who that is, right? That's the kid from those
For
movies.
real, I'm on the own.
I don't believe you. I'm calling defects if you're home alone.
Yeah.
How old were your parents? How old were your parents the last time? How old were your parents in 2001? Because I know you weren't alive.
No, my parents. I ain't gonna lie, I really don't know. I wasn't born until 06.
When was the last time you watched the football season? When was the last time you watched a football season and went, you know what? Miami had a good season. When was the last time that happened?
Yeah. Last time we had a good season
Yeah.
was 2017. I think it was 2017, 2018, where we whooped the dog crap out of Notre Dame.
Okay, so coming in second.
That don't mean
nothing. Okay, well, what do you call Georgia in 2017? If what Miami did was a good season, what would you call what Georgia did in 2017?
Well, I mean, it wasn't a good season, but it was the best season since I was born that I've seen.
Right.
But
10-3 was a good
Miami,
season.
we have accomplished what y'all accomplished. Past 2 years in less than 3 years, man. What do you have to say about that?
That's bull.
I can't understand what you're saying. What'd you say? You've accomplished what?
We accomplished the same goals as Georgia did.
Pie in the what?
Horse.
What did he say?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You've been in the ACC for 17 years. You have 0 ACC. You can't even win the ACC, sir. You've been in the ACC 17 years and you've yet to win it. Not a single time. Georgia won the SEC just 3 years ago. Georgia's made the playoffs. You haven't. Georgia has a playoff win. You don't. I mean, if you could jump in a time machine and call into this show in the year 2000, you'd have a lot of relevant things to say to me. But you can't, so you don't. I mean, Miami's not.
But Uncle Will, it's
universe
Miami, Uncle Will.
as Georgia in the last 20 years.
So
They're just not, sir. I mean, the fact that you won a national title 20 years ago, does that appear to be helping you now? I mean, I don't think it is.
haven't won one in 40 years.
Which is why you don't see Georgia fans running around talking about how they won a national title in 1980, because wouldn't that be ridiculous? Why would any Georgia fan run around talking about 1980? Why? Why would any Miami fan run around?
Made a jersey about it.
The reason Miami fans talk about 2001 is because you suck today. When was the last time you heard an Alabama fan brag about the national title they won in 2008? When was the last time you heard an Alabama fan brag about that? Or 2009, whatever it was. When was the last time you heard an Alabama fan brag about winning a national title in 2009? The last time I heard it was 2010. You know why? They're good today. They don't need to talk about yesterday. That's you, son. You have to ask your parents you have to ask your parents about what it was like to see Miami have a good team, because you have no clue. You've never seen it ever. You've never seen your team win a conference ever. 5 or 500 titles a long time ago isn't helping today any more than a national title in 1980 or 1880 would be helping Georgia. It literally has nothing to do with it. You're an embarrassment now. Right now.
Ching.
Right now. You haven't won the conference in 17 years. Right now. Right now. You have a 2-game losing streak to Georgia Tech. Right now. You have a 2-game losing streak to Duke. Yeah, and you're going to finish second in your division. You're not even going to make your conference title game. You've only made one ACC title game. You've never won the ACC. Harvard and Yale have 20-something national titles. Are they good today too? Or just Miami? Is Miami the only team that's good because they used to be good? I mean, you're just embarrassing yourself. And the sooner you realize that, the better off you'll be, honestly. Miami is a joke. The only thing funnier than Miami are its fans. That's it. When have we won a big-time game? New Year's Six Bowls, conference championships, playoffs. Sir, you can't make it to a big game. You can't make it to a big game. Georgia's won plenty. How is Notre Dame a big game? That was a regular season game, sir. How is Notre Dame a big game, but Georgia winning a playoff game is not a big game? Explain that to me. You can't. All you can do is drool into your Fruit Loops. Try to choose some of them, sir. Get a bib. Don't call into this show again without getting a bib. Do you hear me?
Well, good morning, y'all. I'm gonna call a show. I guess tomorrow night. I'll make sure my bib is on my.
You're gonna call in?
So.
What about? I haven't seen you call in. I haven't seen you ever call in a long time.
Me? Yeah, no.
You gonna call in?
I don't know. Would you?
I call into Lou's show most of the time.
I might piss him off.
Usually we have good conversations.
I might piss him off a bit.
Me and Lou.
Tell him that it's me.
Oh. Well, Lou and me have never gotten to an argument on the Collins show, which that kind of shows at least that I know a little bit about college football, because he'd probably go off on me otherwise. All I'm going to say is that if that was a grown man who's talked about Miami like that, Lou would go off on him. He only I guess gave him sympathy because he was a kid.
Yeah.
If that was a grown man calling into that show talking about how Miami could beat the smack out of Georgia, in his words, and ask would Georgia won a big time game, Lou would start cussing him out.
Yeah. Well, anyways, guys, listen, I don't want to keep this going too long. I'm going to end the show here. I appreciate you guys coming on, especially you as a guest, Jacob. Thank you so much, man, and we'll talk later.
All right. Well, hold on. You doing StreamYard tonight? Like,
I might do a BSM podcast or something. Yeah.
Yeah, do that. I'd like to see that tonight.
I'll see what I can do, man. Thanks.
All right. See ya.
Yep.
See you guys.
Yeah. Appreciate Jacob for being the guest today. Sorry it went a little long. I know we got a little bit carried away too, but we got some great stuff in. You got the MLB postseason race off and running, or we're getting close to the postseason, at least within the next week or so, heading into the month of October. A lot. I mean, I keep saying it as a college football fan. There's a lot left to be played. There's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot to unfold and just straight up talk about. But anyways, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Y'all know that. Keep your head up. God bless. And as always, folks, roll Tide, roll. Love y'all.
Hold on. Wait for it. Okay. Roll down Tide.